Good morning, everybody. R.A.T here. Got a new permission here in Middle Georgia. Uncle Marty couldn't make it today, so it's just me and Sister Rhonda behind the camera. Got the root slayer. Got counter Bob. He's at 520. I think we ended the last video with 500. But I came here a couple of days ago with the landowner and loaned him one of my detectors, and we both dug about 20 holes. Found some cool stuff, lipstick holder, couple little things, spoon. He found a cool silver plated spoon. Got the legend. Got some incredible old foundations here. Let's see what we can find. Not sure what that is, but anyway, we haven't dug anything yet, so we want to dig something. Too shallow probably be anything good, probably a pull tab or something. Let's see what it is. You know what? I'm gonna go back to the truck and get a glove. I'll be right back. I think there's too much poison oak here for me to sacrifice my fingers. All right, there's a root in here, so I'm gonna see if I can get it under that root. First hole of the day. First hole of the day, hole 521. I was thinking that was roofing, which was kind of discouraging, but that's not. That's a bucket. That's an old metal bucket. Deeper anyway. I think that's big iron, but I can tell you this, after Uncle Marty digging up that carriage step on last week's video, that changes my perspective on big iron. That was a very, very cool find. If y'all hadn't seen it, check it out in last week's video. A carriage step, a decorative carriage step, and it was iron. It was very nice. I think I got iron here, but let's see. Well, definitely iron, some sort of blade. Been sharp on that side. Something somebody was working with way back in the day. Hole number 522. So went in behind the little piece of roofing. Some sort of, I think this might go from the bed of the buggy up to the side. I think it's a brace off of a wagon or a buggy. Anyway, would have been broke right there, but would have had another hole something long ago. I don't know. More big iron. We're gonna dig a few more targets. 526, 6-1 of the day. If I can dig up another carriage step though, I might dig iron for the rest of the day. Plus, y'all wanna know a secret? Big iron fills the tailgate up quicker than buttons and coins. And who wants a whole tailgate full of buttons and coins? I don't. But I do want a tailgate full, so. I mean, this roots I've ever seen, and I'm not even close to a tree. I don't know what's going on. Just excited to have something small for a change. If it's a nail, at least it's a small nail. It's not a nail, but it's definitely a small piece of trash. Well, possibly a big piece of brass right here, or something cool. See cans on top of the ground. Another foundation chimney stack behind us. Got one in front of us and one behind us. Trying to work in here between them. By golly, we almost got a plug, but it's just not gonna happen. Not right here. Oh, that's cool. Oh, it's broken. Some sort of little piece of neck off a bottle. Something tiny. Some more dirt out of the way. That's a rock. What are you? Here's a nail. So that's what that signal was. That's a square nail. So that's good. Our first nail of the day. Square nail. Still, there's something better in the hole than this. I can assure you, when the legend's beeping 55, 58, that is not the target. Oh, I feel something. Oh, I'm bending it. Don't bend it, whatever it is. It's coming out though. What in the world do we have? So maybe like a dipper, gourd dipper. There's a handle where the handle comes in. I don't know, some sort of old dipper or giant spoon or something. Anyway, that's cool. I knew it was something. We're going to learn together what a high 50s, 60s is. Probably big iron, but could be something better. Where's our little tiny, like 34, 35 button signal? They're coming. Just one root in the right every time. A piece of pottery. I think we're in the right spot. Plate, or I think that was top to a cup, maybe. If I don't have the nail, I'm in good shape. I dropped it. I know where I dropped it. Tiny nail. Once again, square nail, not the signal. Old, good stuff. All right. We're gonna start over. Act like we hadn't been in that hole. Where are you and what am I doing? Way up here. Please don't be roofing, please don't be roofing, please don't be roofing, please don't be roofing. Funny shaped roofing. The only thing I don't like about that signal right there is that it might not be deep enough, but that 47, 48 is a solid signal on the old legend. Hole 534, 14 on the day. Yet to find anything amazing. Maybe this is it. Almost had a little plug out there. Look at that. It didn't say it was real deep, so. I mean solid 47. Solid 47. Let's see what she is. She is a solid mason jar lid. And you know what most mason jar lids say? They say, ooh, they say ball, but that one doesn't say ball. We'll have to figure that out on the tailgate. Now, you know what? On the back side, it didn't say ball because it was written backwards, but on the front side, it does say ball. All that being said, somebody cooking, canning with brass lids and milk glass probably 100 plus years ago, maybe 200 years ago. Old mason jar lid. It's little. It's little. Oh, I know what this is. Maybe I don't. A little piece of brass off of something though. Is it folded? I think it might have been round at one time. Is it folded in half? Anyway, I don't know that Johnny would have cared if he dropped that, but anyway, it's fun to find it. Another bouncy signal. The rock wall or house foundation all through here. Looks like maybe it's been moved around a little bit, so I don't know. This wasn't not super deep. Never seen roots like this. I don't know what they're coming off of, but I know I'd like to get. Be quiet. Says I can't be quiet. You set me on that. Chasing. Iron. Plenty of iron in the ground, but pretty decent little signal right here. Let's see what it is. Shoot, I might have got it out, which means it's not deep, which means it's probably not super old. Ah, now we're talking. Now we're getting to the good stuff. Some people would say, oh, look, I'm going to get over here in the light with this. Some people would say, well, that's cool. That's a piece of iron strapping. And then the next person would come along and say, that is not a piece of iron strapping. That is an intact harmonica reed. Bingo, everybody. You imagine? Probably wasn't little Johnny, because probably little Johnny didn't know how to play. But as John Boy got older, got out here in the yard, he's probably serenading somebody. Let's see, John Boy. I don't know who John Boy would have been serenading, but anyway, that is very cool. I'm gonna swing around there and see if we can find some more of it. Intact harmonica reed, brass. $52.55, Freddie. I'm just not sure about that one. Look, no roots. What the heck? Not too many roots anyway. Completely changed its tone once I moved it. Don't know whether I turned it on the edge or what, but if I turn the silver dollar on the edge, it'll make me happy. Oh, big old bracket. Big old bracket off of a old wagon probably. Cool old stuff. I mean, oh my. There's some high tones for you. A little bouncy, so I'm not sure, but definitely some high tones. I may have felt something, but I think we're in line with either an old rock wall or maybe even part of the foundation. I feel something. Ooh, what do I feel? It's sharp. I feel something cool, and it feels like it's got a little character to it, so I'm going to try to shovel out hole number 539 without breaking it. Oops. That might not have lasted long. Ooh. I could feel a corner. For some reason, I don't think that's it. I think that's, but for some reason I was thinking the clock part when I felt it, but I couldn't really feel all that much of it, so I'm hoping that's a rock. Oh no, that's not a rock. I know what you are. Very cool right beside my harmonica reed.
Wow.
So again, oh, look at how worn it is. Look how beveled it is up that way. I can assure you that this wasn't something little Johnny was playing with. This was cutting firewood, keeping the house warm. By the way, we have found a couple pieces of coal on top of the ground, so they probably heated with firewood and coal. That is a heavy, heavy axe. I've never repurposed one. Dug a bunch of them, but this one is in such good shape. I might repurpose it. Maybe round that corner off a little bit. I don't know, maybe leave it like it is. Look how it's worn on top though. It didn't come that way, guys. Cool old stuff. Bouncy little signal right here. I don't have a lot of faith in it, but axe and the harmonica reed was literally right behind me. So somebody was in here logging at some point. Ah, timber. Somebody was in here logging at some point and threw down a bunch of old oil lids, but what we're finding is a lot older than that. And disappeared. Tiny, whatever it is. Don't let me drop it this time. Feels cool. All right, guys. I don't know what I'm holding here. Oh, I think I do. I think I'm holding. Could be a knife tang. I can't see. Sweaty is worse than having no glasses. That's so heavy, y'all. Is it the end of a spoon, or is it the? It's not a tang off a pocket knife, although it could be. It's very, very heavy. I'm wondering if I'm holding a piece of silver, y'all. I think I might be holding a piece of silver. That's cool. We put some water on that back at the truck. It's very heavy. It's not like a silver plated anything. Anyway, I don't know. It's as heavy as lead, but it's silver, so we'll figure it out. What am I looking at?
Just the root.
Is that a root? That's what a root slayer does to the side of the root, y'all. It makes it look like a piece of wire, but it ain't. I haven't dug a 22 casing yet. So. As a matter of fact, we haven't dug a bullet at all. I got to put my clicker on that one. We're at 433, and we have not done a single bullet. So that's interesting. 23 holes and no bullets around this whole place. Maybe they were peaceful folks. It was an odd little signal. That right there.
That's funny.
Legend telling me what stuff is. Wow, look at that root, y'all. And I mean, we are directly under it. Think it's small. Small can be good, did y'all know? Where are you? I mean, biggest old beautifulest square nail you've ever seen. That wasn't the target with the legend, but my pin pointer, he doesn't discriminate. He just says, ah, it's a big square nail, dig it up. So now there's something else cool in the hole. I'm gonna go see if I can find that. Well, it ain't a pull tab, but it's darn close. Part of a lid. All right, dump this pouch out and see what we got. I know we don't have anything too crazy. Got an axe. I think we got a dipper. I think that was some sort of dipper with a handle on it. Water dipper at the well. Piece of blade. Piece of charcoal. This stuff's just laying around on the ground. Lots of pottery. Very cool old harmonica reed. More pottery, more stuff. I think I had a piece of old bottleneck. I think I still, look at all the pottery. Might go back and find some more of that. Maybe I'm not sure whether that's I think it's a bracket. I think it's a bracket off a wagon. And something very interesting here. At the end, we're gonna get a little water and put on this. But I don't think it's silver, but it's very heavy. And I don't think it's lead, so I don't know what it is. Hey, trying to get out here away from the old roofing. I guess the house burned at some point, so I don't know. But I think we got a little piece of roofing here, so we're gonna dig a couple of them. And we may have to move out a little further away. Where'd you go little signal. But you know what? Roofing stuff always is. Where'd you go? Oh, that's not the signal. Oh, and that's a round nail. If you're gonna dig nails, prefer square nails. Let's see what else we got. But I'm chasing nails. Whatever it is right there. Very cool. This one's gonna say ball on it. But it's gonna have something shiny inside. What you wanna bet? Unless Granny broke it when she was throwing it away, or unless she broke it and then threw it away. If she didn't, this is left over years ago. Oh, does it have a crack? It has a crack, doesn't it? I bet that's why Granny threw it away. Got a bunch of writing on it. We might read that to y'all later if y'all get bored.
For ball mason jars.
I don't know, a little 20, 25, 29 signal. Pretty sure it's deep though. We dug that mason jar lid right behind us. So we know we're in some a little bit of old stuff. Look at that plug. That plug of the day. Plug of the day. Hole 549. So that means 29 on the day. They always rolled them up. Oh, look. Always rolled them up because they had to get every little pinch out back in the day. They didn't just run down to Walmart and get some more. That says S-T-E. Says Sterling toothpaste. Think it still works? Sterling toothpaste. I have no idea what I'm looking at. I feel like it's a piece of glass, but is it? What in the world am I looking at? 'Tis a piece of brass. That is cool, guys. Oh, there comes the dirt. That is a heavy, heavy brass tip off of something. And there's the hole where the little, so you put this over the cane, made the cane to fit. Maybe the bottom, but or something like that. They made buggy brakes like this too, but I don't think this is a buggy brake. I think they were longer. But anyway, whatever piece of wood you fit this over, stuck the piece of wood up in there, whittled it down to fit, whittled it down in there, and you put your little set screw right in that hole right there, and it held it in place. That's old, guys.
A small building right here. We don't know what it was.
Man, there's big cedar trees everywhere. Interesting little 2830 signal. I guess that's what that last one was too, wasn't it? That's the old jar lid. I think one of them was a brass mason jar lid. And I think one of them was just iron lid. Like I said, they rang up very different. He's out. All the way out. Oh my goodness. Don't you hate it when you call head stamping this a head stamp? Those are old though. I may clean up this first one and get back with y'all as to how old. Bouncy big iron, so right here in the middle of some massive big old cedar trees. Tree right there. I mean, could you imagine the kids climbing that thing? Could you imagine? I'm gonna swing all around it. Another one down there, two more over there. Several are gone. Massive old cedar trees. Massive old cedar trees. They probably planted them for fence posts or something back in the day. Anyway, let's see what's in the ground right here in the middle of it. Probably still big iron. It probably started out as big iron, and as I was digging the hole, it probably didn't say, hey, it turned into a button. All right, I've seen one of these before. Obviously some sort of pin, hitch pin or something, but that's cool. The way it's beveled on when he was pulling the plow or pulling the wagon, and that probably broke, and the mules probably ran home without him. He had to probably go get them and bring them back and reattach something. That is a signal, but that's not the signal I've been chasing all over the place. That's a little nail. I almost put the dirt in my pocket. You think I'm tired? All right, here we go. Golly, I wanted that to be a coin or a button, but you know what? I think it's just a very, very old, wallowed out head stamp. I wish I didn't have sweat in these glasses. I think I see Peter. I don't know what that is. I think it's a, no, I think I see Sure. So it probably says Sure Shot on it, and there's a very, very old head stamp. Ah! We got a surface signal. I don't think it's old. And it certainly wasn't hard to get out of the ground. But let's see what it is. 3738. Kind of an odd number. Some sort of old horse tack off, I don't know, maybe a bridle. That's a big old brass ring. A little 22, 27 signal right here. Let's figure out what a 22, 27 is. I don't see it, do y'all? What do we have? We have a thing. Oh, it's a tiny little round thing. I know what this is. It's not a treasure, but it is cool and old. That right there, guys, is a lead cover to a roofing nail. So they melted lead, they dipped roofing nails in it, and they dipped them in the head, and when they hammered the nail down on the roof, it sealed up because lead was soft, so it sealed up around the hole, and that's how they used to seal their roofs. That's a lead head to a roofing nail. Old. $25 to $30 back and forth a little bit, depending on where I was on it. We're on hole 573. Bob said he's getting tired for the day. So we may dig about 6-8 more holes and hit the road. 573, that's 53 holes. Is that right? 53 holes. Pretty decent little signal right here. Got down the hill a little bit from where we thought maybe burn area was. Well, by golly, we found us a buckle. Horse tack buckle, but still, it's a buckle. And it's cool. That right there was for something specific, and I don't remember what it was, but anyway. Recovering artifacts together. Somebody was hooking up a horse and something broke, bridle broke. Something broke and just hit the ground. Old stuff. We got that buckle right behind us, and I think we probably got the horseshoe right here. Some kind of big iron signal. Anyway, getting late though. We'll hold 574. Let's see what we find. 2 chunks of iron in a row though. If they're both buckles, I'll be all right with buckles. I like some buckles. I don't care if it is horse tack. Ah, that's not. All right, I don't know what this is, and I think we're not gonna decide that it's anything cool, but it is absolutely a brass ring. So that's not iron. I thought that was a pretty good little signal. Old brass ring. Might be the last one of the day. I tell you what, let's dig 580. That'll be 60 holes. Found some cool stuff. Hadn't found anything that's going to let us start a museum or anything. We found some cool stuff. And that's okay, because I don't want to run a museum. One more hole. Ah, look at that. Probably a can lid, but very, very close to a dime signal. Here's the problem. If we dig up a silver dime on the so-called last hole, it ain't gonna be the last hole. If we dig up a can lid on the last hole, because we both need to go, it'll be the last hole. If it's a dime though, I'm at least gonna dig around it a little bit. I'm gonna say, since it's already out of the hole in that one little piece of a scoop, it's probably not a dime. Way more likely to be another tube of something. Let's unfold it and see if we can see the deuce of something on this one. Ooh, you know, that's a big one. That probably was some foot salve or something. We squish it all out and get you a handful, rub it on your foot. Got writing on it too? I don't know. Anyway, how many of these have we dug? 5 or 6 today. Reliving history, one gooey relic at a time. All right, guys, about 3 hours of digging. Came up with a lot of interesting stuff. I don't know if it's the craziest finds in the world, but Uncle Marty couldn't join us, so I had to work hard and tried to get as much stuff on the tailgate as I could. I'm gonna run through it right quick, and we're gonna go get a sandwich. We got some head stamps. I think there's 2 or 3 more of those somewhere. Plate off something, piece of a buckle, brass ring, harmonica reed. Certainly probably one of the better finds of the day. Would have loved to have found the other one. There's usually 2 in there. Very nice intact harmonica reed though. Old mason jar lid. Neat old axe. I'm pretty sure this axe has been worn and sharpened and worn and sharpened a lot of times. Might very well repurpose that. If we want to go in the salve business, I don't know if you can repurpose salve, but cool old pottery. Some of it's old, some of it's real old, some of it's kind of old. Nothing crazy. Some brackets, old jar, the brass lid on it, square nails. There was several pieces of charcoal laying around, so they would heat and cool their house, cook with charcoal. Some type of blade, obviously. I don't know what that's from. We dug up a piece of a hoe, but it was so trashed, don't know. Pretty sure that's a aluminum dipper. Obviously had the handle in there. Pretty flat. I don't know if it would straighten out and be a bowl, but anyway, I think it is. I think that's a dipper. Some sort of bracket off a wagon. Barn door hinge. You imagine back in the day? That thing looks ancient. Probably repurposed everything, dug multiple nails in each hole. I guess if as the wood rotted, they were trying to make the barn door. Stay on the barn. What else we got, Rhonda? I think that's mostly it. Once again, a couple of finds of the day. Old buckle, harmonica reed, and an axe I think I'm gonna repurpose. Reliving history, one relic at a time. All right, taking pictures of the tailgate and cleaning it up. Forgot about our brass cane tip or buggy tip. Anyway, went on a piece of wood, drove a little square nail in there, and I guess a cane tip. It's very, very stout and brass. Found this little thing. We're gonna go home and clean it up. Almost like the end of a spoon. It's heavy like lead. I don't think it's lead, but it's heavy like lead. So I don't think it's silver, but who knows? And a cool little neck to probably a perfume jar. So anyway, a couple things we missed. Driving back from our dig, barely made it across the road.